Alright, we have started streaming. This is the start. I'm sorry about the bad joke, but it's fine. So, what is this? This is, oops, let me just pause the video because I'm starting to hear it. But again, we have a very big delay. Doesn't matter. I mean, we will do it the delay. It's okay. Now, what is this? This is the head that I saw today in Facebook from Ran Manolov. Ran Manolov is a Bulgarian, so I know him, I speak with him from time to time. He is Bulgarian like me, and he's a very good 3D artist, as you probably can see. So, I noticed this head and I said, why don't I make a tribute to this head? So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna try to do the same head, but probably without the hair, or if we have time, maybe we will do a little bit of hair too. Yeah, it will be difficult. The hair is very time consuming, as you probably can say. As you probably know, since you most likely have tried at some point to make hair and it doesn't work. Why? Because it's kind of hard. But it's fine. We will try at least to do something here. We'll see what will happen. So, are you okay? You have a question. How do you know when to use draw sharp or clay strips? If I want like this, for example, now I wanna sharp kind of cut and then to smooth it, I'll use draw sharp. If I want to add some volume or just decrease the volume but in a more kind of a wide shape, I use the clay strips. If this answers your question, it will be good. But you know, everything comes with experience. You have to try and see what will work best for you. Yeah, everybody says that, I know, but it's true. That's why they say it, probably because it's kind of true. The mostly used brush that I use in the beginning of any sculpt is the grab brush or move brush in ZBrush. And smooth brush also, but yeah. And sometimes clay strips for the neck. Yeah, the neck is... I always use the clay strips to make this sternocleidomastoid muscle and then smooth it. And if you see now, I'm using or I'm working a lot more with this kind of a low poly version. I'm spending more time because I'm not in a hurry. I know that I can do not exactly this head, for example, because likenesses are kind of hard, but some head I can do for like hour without any issue. That's why I'm not in a hurry at all. I'm just taking my time, seeing what's happening. Your superhero anatomy course helped me get a job. Really? That's not very likely. I mean, in my opinion, you helped yourself get a job. And my course was just kind of a tool to achieve that. So, it's your fault that you got a job, not mine. But thank you anyway. I like to think that I have a little bit of, you know, a little bit something to do with this. I will be flattered to kind of think that. But you know, many people have bought and watched the superhero anatomy course. Not many have landed a job. Why? Because it's up to you. It's your determination. Is you're willing to learn. Is your practicing every day to the nights and stuff like this. This is you. It's you. The ears, I think, are a little bit like this MMA fighter, the Boogeyman. How he has this kind of ears. I forgot his name, but whatever. Somebody will say it in the chat, I'm sure. Hello, Nick. Nick. Really? Yeah, okay, Nick is okay. Why not? Maybe one time Nick is fine. Double Nick could be a little bit too much, but it's okay. You know, it's democracy. We are not Belarus here or Russia, or doesn't matter. Democracy. Everybody can say whatever they want. Although it's good to not offend the others. Don't offend other people and it will be fine. Take responsibility. This poor now has to work before. Oh, those Russians. Dun 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 dun. Do you know the song of ABBA, Rasputin? Oh, those Russians. Yes. Now, the nose I think will be more into the face like this. But I don't know. I see. We're not sure. Nico, so cool to catch you live. I finally finished the orc cyborg. I'll send you a DM on ArtStation to show you the result. Very good, but don't expect me to be very polite when I talk about your work. I'm kind of honest most of the time, and you know, I don't even like my work. So, no, I like my work sometimes. Lobo, for example, I like him very much, how he came out to be. Yeah, but some other things. Yeah, the Orc Cyborg also is one of my best works probably so far. But Lobo is also nice. For Blender, it's pretty good. Although I probably can even do the Orc Cyborg in Blender. It could work, but I don't like to do things twice. I mean, I've done the cyborg and I like to move on. There are so many nice concepts that can be done. Why should we go and do something twice, even if it's that good? I mean, yeah, the Orc Cyborg concept is just fabulous, amazing, so good. But anyway, let's see. Ears we have, nose we have, a lot of things we have. Let's just pull those a little bit further away. Push in. Alright. This down. You see? Something like a nose. It's not the best nose ever, but it's not the worst nose ever, which is good. If it was worst, no, it's not. It's kind of fine. I like it. I like it. Okay, what else? You were very nice last time. Maybe you are good. That's why I'm nice. No, if you are not good, I mean, if you are kind of a beginner and just trying, I'm always nice. Because I respect the effort. You know, especially when I see one. Because some people are making the courses, but they don't put so much effort and it's visible. And then there is nothing to respect that much. But when the guy have put the effort, it's fine. It's cool. Nice. So when we do a concept, most of the time, when I do a concept, most of the time I try to watch the concept from the point of view of the concept. So I'm trying to watch my model from the point of view of the concept. So something like this. I will make the chin area here. So you see how I'm postponing making the mouth. I will even make the corners of the mouth, but not the mouth itself. Why? Just to irritate you. Just for that. Nothing else. I want to make the mouth. It's like my hands are itchy to make, but I will not. Because you will feel it too, you know. Like, come on, make the mouth already. But I will not. It's just messing with you, right? Yeah. He's looking odd without the mouth. I will have to push those ears inward. Because as we know, we don't see the beginning of the ears from the front. We don't see where they are attached to the head. Will your future courses be on ZBrush as well? All of them will be in Blender from now on. I plan for my future courses, most of them to be on Blender. I don't use ZBrush anymore. I mean, this year I use only Blender. We will see next year, but yeah, you know, Blender is good enough, as you probably can see. It's free. There are more people who want it, and they can very easily learn Blender. So my courses will reach more people this way. And of course, the commercial side is the commercial side of the question is that I will get more, you know, sales probably with the Blender courses, which is important now since I am unemployed and only the courses are supporting my life. And my life is so lavish, or I don't know how it's called. I mean, I have a car, I have bills to pay, I have a phone with internet on it. Amazing. I have internet on my home, which also costs money. So I have a lot of things, and yeah, many people don't have that, so I'm okay. And I have to support myself with ZBrush. You know, probably yes. With Blender, and also Blender, not so many character artists are using Blender these days, which is something I like. Because Blender is good enough, and if you kind of save your polygons, if you don't overdo the polygons, go too far, you will be completely okay in Blender. Okay, I made the mouth. At last I did it. I mean, yeah, I had to. Because without the mouth, it will be something completely different. Not the character we want. Let's say that. What do you think about the modeling for film industry, like realistic character models? I don't do that. I mean, I love when I see one. I respect people who does that because they are very good. Most of the time these days, it's done by scans, and then, you know, working over scans, which also requires skill, by the way. It's many people thinking that it's a scan. It's not. No skill is required, but it is required a lot of skill, but I'm not into that. It's too much work, and I like things to go faster. Pen tablet necessary for sculpting, yes, but not just expensive one. Of course, but which one is best for sculpting? The cheapest one. But yeah, if I have to recommend one, I will recommend the one I'm using now, which is one by Wacom, which is the cheapest Wacom tablet. You can find it second hand, you know, very easily. For example, if you are from India, for example, go in OLX India, or OLX Pakistan, or whatever. I don't know if OLX is in Pakistan. I'm almost sure it's in India, by the way. OLX is something like a platform, like eBay, for second-hand things, and I think it's originated from Romania, but it's in Bulgaria, it's in other countries, and also in India, I think. And most of my tablets, I have a few, and they all are one by Wacom. I bought them from OLX. So people, they are gifted tablets for their birthday, for example. Somebody gave them tablet, they never use it, and they sell it. And it's practically new, but they sell it like 30% cheaper than the new price. So, you know, what is there to think about? I'm not looking at the concept as much. I have to look more at the concept because I'm deviating from it. It's not exactly super similar. Let's see. Speaking of supporting you, which platform give you the most return on the purchase? ArtStation, definitely. Like that, you don't know mind people downloading your torrents, so I like to support you. By the way, if you don't know, The Dragon Rider course is in the torrents. It's in the CGPers. In the torrents. I'm not saying names. I didn't say that. So yeah, you can check it out. It's with the HD resolution and everything. It's just the whole course is there. Whoever wants to check it out. Yeah. I know that people will most likely not go to WingFox and buy the course for like $70 or so. Yeah, people are used to now courses to cost between $20 or $30, even less. That's why, you know, $70 for a course seems like a big money. And it probably is nowadays. And I told them to put it cheaper, but those guys, they don't listen, they just don't listen. So now, torrents. I was always curious why when sculpting in ZBrush you use the clay tubes brush instead of clay buildup. Um, it doesn't matter. I mean, clay buildup is absolutely good enough brush. You can use that or the other one. It's just a preference for me. It's just a preference. I just used that in the beginning and I continued to use that. Sometimes clay buildup is better, definitely. So that probably answers your question. Do you do mentorships? Not quite. I haven't done any and I don't know exactly how to do it since, you know, for 1 hour, for example, it will be not worth it. What can you learn for 1 hour? It's, I don't know. I just don't see it fit. And it will not be very cheap. You know, 1 hour of my time to devote to one person. This person, I mean, it will be difficult to afford it. That's what I mean. That's why I'm doing courses, because it's, you know, everybody can afford them very easily. And they're much worth it. Much more than an hour, just an hour from my time, which will be much more expensive than a course, you know, for the guy, for the poor guy. Nico, what do you think about sculptors who start sculpting with a resolution of Blender? Yeah, of course you can start like this, but I don't think for... Yeah, if you're a very good normal sculptor, not digital sculptor, you can start from whatever resolution and you will be fine. But for me, it's much easier to start very low and then go gradually up slowly. Thank you, I will support you on ArtStation. Thank you. Do you also still get paid from the next two courses? No. No. No, the Girl in the Dock is a very good course. I will recommend it. Of course, if you think that it will be good for you to have that course and to make it, you buy it. You don't have to care about if they pay me something. They will not pay me anything, but it doesn't matter. If you think it's a good course, and it's a good course, I would say it's fine. Girl in the Dock is one of my longest courses I ever made. It's very long because you have a lot of weapons, a lot of accessories, and everything is done completely in ZBrush. But now we have Boy and the Dog. The last course is a boy and the dog. It's not exactly a boy. Lobo doesn't seem like a boy. He's kind of a man, but whatever. It's man and the dog. Okay. Girl and the dog, and then man and the dog. And he has only one weapon, we may say, but it's fine. He has grenades, so 2 weapons. There are courses for $1,000. Yeah, of course, but $1,000. I mean, come on. Probably they are amazing and they will teach you a lot. But you know, in the end of the day, you will learn mostly from YouTube and some courses, but the most you have to learn from practice. I mean, practice by yourself without giving any money. Probably this will be the best for you. A little bit of a Greek type of sculpture. I don't like to make the lower lip like this, but that's the interesting thing, because now I'm kind of going a little bit out of my comfort zone with this, because it's a little bit different. Some things are different, and this is good, because then we can kind of change some things of our sculpts. It's fine. I really enjoyed the top 10 mistakes video. Thank you very much. I was afraid that it's pretty slow paced, because, you know, if a guy like, for example, Jan Sculpts or some other YouTube sculptor would be making this kind of video, they will make it for like 10 minutes at most. It will be cut after cut, and it will be fast paced and action and stuff. My videos are not like that, as you can see. They're not that fast paced, you know, action packed videos. Because I don't care that much about the YouTube algorithm and stuff. I just care about kind of gradually and slowly teaching people, maybe. And also, that's my style. I mean, I can do a video like theirs. You know, short video with just like this, and the video stops, you know, ends. I can do it, but it will be just deviating from my style, which, you know, people are subscribing to my channel because of my style of teaching and my style of videos. My videos are mostly long, mostly boring. Probably not boring, hopefully not boring, of course, but still, they cannot be super entertaining from the start to the end. I'm trying, but not trying hard enough, obviously, because sometimes I watch my videos and sometimes I see portions of the videos which are pretty boring. I mean, I'm just like slowly sculpting, talking very slow like a robot or something, which is completely normal though. You cannot always speak very clearly and fast and, you know, exciting. It's tiring for this amount of time, like 1 hour or hour and a half. It's difficult. So this looks almost like the concept in my mind, in my head. We'll see. Best learning channel ever. But which one? This one or my main one? I don't know. I think my main one is mostly learning. Here is mostly like speaking, answering questions, more like fun. And I'm just, you know, just relaxing, sculpting something which I like. Very much not learning, for me at least. I mean, for you probably also not, because what are you learning? I mean, I'm not saying too many things about anatomy here and something else. But yeah, maybe my main channel, yeah. For a beginner at Blender at sculpting, it's better to practice with many heads without high polygons. Yes, I think, yes. Colors and stuff I don't recommend in the beginning. In the beginning I recommend a lot of heads, just clay, like I do, and that's it. But that's my recommendation. If you think that you can do like 2 heads from start to finish, like 1 head for like 5 days, like 100 hours of sculpting, and you will learn a lot. Yes, you will learn, but not as much, I think, as you will learn from a lot of heads. But who knows? Right click, shade smooth. Here, plus X to X, symmetrize. The eyes are too far away from each other, as you probably notice. You have to make the lower lip a little bit smaller, the eyes a little bit closer to each other, eyelids thicker, the bottom eyelid a little bit more in. Can you do a course of collectible sculpting? I am thinking about it. and I have a guy who is very much into collectibles. This is the guy who is printing my figures, by the way. And with him, we may do something like a course, we'll see. But we will see. I mean, I'm thinking about it, definitely. About making a course of sculpting for small collectibles. Not that much collectibles, but those type of Warhammer tabletop game figures, which are like 3 centimeters or something. Yeah. Hi from Turkey. Hi from Bulgaria. I'm saying, yeah. I would love it if you make tutorials on sculpting a mouth. Mine always looks weird no matter what I do. Yeah, in most of my courses that in most of my videos, or also courses where I have sculpted mouths, most of the time I show, and I show exactly how I made the mouth. And yeah, but probably I will pay attention to each body part, head part, let's say face part, face feature, in the upcoming course that I will do. First I will do a skull, a stylized one, then a normal skull, and then we will do a head, explaining the volumes, explaining the features, modeling mouth, modeling a lot of things. So probably it will be very useful. I will try to make it as useful as I can. And yeah, most of the time I can make it pretty useful, so stay tuned for that. I haven't started this course, I'm just thinking about it yet. Maybe I will start it in, let's say, a few days, maybe 10 days, we'll see. It depends how well I will feel and what will happen. Okay, let's try to make a certain, probably, hair. I'm afraid to make hair, by the way. I don't completely like to do it, but if I have to, I will. Hello from Greece. That's why we love you, because you take time to explain things. Yeah, sometimes I take time, sometimes in this channel, for example, I don't explain that much. I'm just answering questions, just having fun with all of you, and that's the purpose of this channel. That's why I made another channel, because the other one, I want to keep it more educational, more useful as a channel. This one is just for fun, just for, yeah, quick sculpting and chit-chatting. Answering questions about whatever. About life itself. This haircut, I like it more. No. Nope. I like your commentary on videos. It is fun and nice that you do not speak mechanically like so many other teachers. I would like to suggest a course on detailed study of face features. So you say that I don't quite speak mechanically like other teachers. Who do you mean? I mean, yeah, sometimes I see Laura from Outgang, and she's sometimes speaking pretty mechanically, I would say, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why. Although one of her main languages should be the English. She's Canadian, I think. So I don't know why she's speaking like a robot. I could speak like a robot sometimes when I'm wondering what to say. And when I'm wondering what to do on the screen, I mean when I'm like, oh, this sculpt, how to do it. Sometimes I speak like a robot. Like a Robocop. Not exactly. The Robocop, I don't think. No, he spoke like this. I don't remember, by the way. It was a long, long time ago. Even the new Robocop movie, I watched it a long time ago. Let's see what can we do here. Just a random hair, but I want to concentrate on the hair, but I also want to read the questions and answers. So, yeah. Separate mesh eyeballs. Yeah, I know. Sometimes this happens. Separate mesh eyeballs. I know. I'm from Switzerland. Oh, Switzerland. Very cool. Very cool. Can you do collectible sculpting courses like slideshow collectibles like Daniel Bell's characters? Probably it will be difficult. I mean, I may be able to do it, but especially in Blender it will be tricky. I have to buy a new video card, maybe. And maybe I will do it, but then nobody will be able to repeat the course because they will have lower versions of video cards. So yeah, it's your style that make me sick for the whole 1 hour videos. I watch other longer videos and fell asleep. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of speak with a different tone, like be more excited, then be a little bit like this, then with a deeper voice, and then with a little bit of a tinier voice. No, I don't do the tiny voice because I cannot do it. I mean, my voice is kind of normal to deep, so I rarely can speak like this. I cannot. I just can't. It's very difficult. It's useless. I mean, who would respect a guy who's speaking like this? Even Laura is speaking kind of manly, you know. And you know why, but whatever. We don't speak about those things. People are sensitive about those things. Not in my country, not in Russia, but in other countries, pretty sensitive stuff. So we don't, you know. Yeah, I was, you know, people told me to be careful with those things because of the sensitive subjects. I didn't know because in Bulgaria, not a problem. We can talk about it. Nico, did you have an anatomic issue when there was a big distance between biceps and triceps muscles on medial side despite everything else looking correct? You mean on Lobocurs? Yeah, it was a little bit strange, but you know, if you do it like the concept, which was not anatomically correct completely, but it looked fine. So you see, sometimes you have to make the compromise. You have to either make it anatomically correct and it will look awkward, which is rarely the case, but sometimes, or do it like the concept and it will not be anatomically correct, but it will look fine. So yeah, I think you know what to do. Hello, Luca. Again, probably you are training. You see, Luca, I'm also training. Just a little bit of push-ups, not too much. Nico, do you have an? Oh yes, someone from Greece. Yeah, you have a lot of people from Greece today. Nico, make sure in the next head course to include information on how to make faces look young and beautiful, female faces in particular. I think I did that in my female anatomy course. Yes. Male faces can be kind of old and dirty, but the female faces have to be good and beautiful. Yes, I know. That's normal. When we are doing a character for game, rarely they will say, they will ask you to do some ugly, fat character or something. Female, I mean. For a male, it can be ugly and fat, no problem, but for female, it's a little bit different subject. Here I always do something like a sun, and then we continue from there. I will not do the whole hair. I mean, I want just to have this kind of view, a little bit like this. Hi, Nico. Why do you only do sculpture in a blender? Why? What's wrong with ZBrush? What's wrong with ZBrush? Nothing is wrong with ZBrush except it's paid. And it's kind of niche software. I mean, with Blender, I will have more coverage. More people will watch my courses and my videos because Blender is more accessible as a software. You know, you can just now download it and start using it. With ZBrush, you have to register on such a torrent sites and download it from the torrents or buy it even if you have money. But if you're a student and you're starting to, you know, to learn, you don't have the money. So it's, you know, it's difficult with ZBrush, but with Blender, it's pretty quick. You just download and start working. Start sculpting or modeling or whatever. Doesn't matter. That's why I think Blender is the better tool nowadays. For me at least, as a teacher. If you are just a sculptor and you know ZBrush, there is no reason for you to go to Blender at all. But for new people, Blender is pretty good. Best adult dating site. Ooh, that's cool. Best adult dating site. Can we do a little bit of height user on this channel? For example, yeah, that's good. Remove it also. Probably it's fine. Amazing. Okay. Great work. Do you use display tablet or a standard drawing tablet? Oh, standard drawing tablet. Display tablet, why not? You know. Only acceptable dude site in this place is a CGPS, of course. CGPS is pretty accessible, not accessible. It's not that accessible. I told you I don't even have an account there. I use an account of one of my former colleagues. I don't have an account, sadly. But these days I just go there to see my courses, you know. Just go there and, oh, my course is here, I can download it. And I download my courses and I watch them from CG Peers, you know. Amazing stuff. Most of the time my courses there are a little bit bad quality. So, yeah. It's not that good, but what can you do? Nothing. Probably nothing. ZBrush is paid? Yeah, in Russia nothing is paid, but in Bulgaria also. But in normal countries, people are paying for software. So yeah, we have to think about that too. Eastern Europe is a different place. It's a jungle. We live in this jungle. It's difficult, but we manage. I mean, yeah. These days in Bulgaria is pretty safe. It's pretty cool. But back in the 90s, oof, it was, hmm, it was a life and death situation. Also in Russia, I know. It was similar, pretty similar. We went through similar transitions. But look where Russia ended. Whatever. Let's not talk about this. Nico, you think it's more intuitive Blender or ZBrush? As you know, I'm starting to learn Blender and I find it really mechanical. You cannot ask me this question. I will tell you why. Because I cannot tell you how intuitive it will be for you. Only you can tell. For me, it was fine. I mean, Blender was not that intuitive for me coming from ZBrush, yes. But for people who are just starting Blender without any other 3D software in their heads, probably it will be pretty intuitive. So we cannot say this is more intuitive than that. No, we cannot. Luca, we cannot do this, my man. No. Blender also has proper perspective. Yes, and also proper lighting and camera and rendering. ZBrush doesn't have that. But still in ZBrush you can get pretty nice renders, as you probably see from my courses and some other people's renders also. Ooh, Serbia. Very nice. Serbia. Do you watch this? I forgot the name of this reality show in Serbia with a lot of people. Something like Big Brother, but with like 50 people go inside. And it's a mess. Complete mess. And one Bulgarian was there, but they disqualified him because he beat another guy. It's a long story, but whatever. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, we see it's almost like the concept. I mean, it's not a concept basically. As I said in the beginning, this is a work from one of my friends, Bulgarian, Ran Manolov. He's amazing sculpture. His anatomy is way better than mine. He's not teaching as for now, so yeah, he's not a competition of mine, which is good, because if he is a competition, you know, I will send some guys and his arms will be, you know what happens. We are doing this in our countries here. It's just a game, you know, no problem. But the idea here is that he's very good. He's working in some studios in England, I think, or somewhere there. and he worked on very much a lot of like movies, Netflix series and stuff like this. His anatomy is just on point. Not only human anatomy though. I mean, I saw how he modeled a dog once. It was amazing. So his name is Aran Manolov. Let me show you how it's written. Oh, I don't have my Epic Pen. Sometimes when I turn on Epic Pen application, everything goes to hell. So his name is Aran Manolov. So he made this very nice thing. A musketeer. This is a musketeer. Let's make the head. Amazing. Very cool. Hopefully we are still live. Okay. Wonder if there's a criminal movie about 90s in Bulgaria. I think there are movies like Brigada, for example, but Bulgarian. I cannot exactly say which ones, but yeah, Brigada is a very nice movie, and in Bulgaria it was very similar like there, like Brigada. Brigada, if many of you don't know, is a TV series about the 90s in Russia, about one guy who became a kind of a crime boss. From just a guy with sports suit, he became a boss, and it's very nice, very cult series. Russian. Brigada. I miss the ZBrush gizmo and move it with Alt pressed. Yes, definitely. That's one of the things in Blender that I miss a lot. To move the gizmo with Alt like in ZBrush. It's just so annoying in Blender. You cannot do that, and it's bad. You can do it, by the way. If you go to just object mode and you go to the gizmo, let's take the gizmo, it's here, and you want to move it, you have to go to options, origins, then move the gizmo, and then options, origins again, and then you can move the object, for example. But yeah. And I moved the origin. Now, how to fix it? Selection, cursor toward origin. Object. Let me see, set origin to geometry. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I do things and then how to fix it. There are a few reality shows. It's bad. Yes. No, I kind of like those reality shows. They kind of get us away from the real life a little bit. Just having fun watching those reality shows. Don't think about it too much. You can even listen to them and sculpt. Amazing stuff. Have you seen Žmurki? No, I haven't seen Žmurki. It's a kind of a series, TV series, or like Brigada, probably. Yeah. Brigada corrupted whole generation. Yeah, but it's true. I mean, that were the times in those days, even in Bulgaria, in Serbia probably, and all the former Soviet countries. Maybe Litva, Latvia. I'm not sure how was the things there, but in our countries here in the Balkans, same, like they say. I don't like to work more on the hair. It's not good. I don't feel nice working on the hair. It's not my style of thing. Let's see if he looks a bit like the concept. Yeah, it's okay, similar. We can say it's fine. The ear is not exactly the same, but overall, we can say it's pretty cool, right? So we will leave it like this. And this is 45 minutes now, so yeah, it's fine. For 45 minutes with hair, I think we have managed to do it very nicely. What I want to do now is answer a few more questions and finish this madness. Just a few comments. Alright. In Blender, there are add-ons like Max Viz and Machine 3 tools that let you move your origin really easy. That's cool, I have to check them out. But, you know, as a teacher, I like to work with as little add-ons as possible. And the only add-ons that I use a lot are Quad Remesher. And of course, screencast keys, just for you to see what I'm pressing. But Quad Remesh is one of the add-ons that I cannot do without, since I'm used to Zero Mesh in ZBrush, which is the same. And Blender Kit add-on is amazing, especially when you do something like more realistic. And when I did some things for Gameloft, which were more realistic, I used the materials from here, the HDR from here, and it was pretty easy. Just drag the material. And for example, if you want to make a render of this, let's try to see what's happening here. Oops, not this. Camera, light, this sphere we don't want. We want the light. Okay. Where is this light? It's here. We move it. And we rotate it. Come on, rotate. Oh, it's a point light. We cannot rotate it. Okay. Area light then. Rectangle or square. Increase the size of it. Rotate it. Okay, now it's working. And now, for example, we can use the Blender kit to put a metallic thing. Let's try that. Let's save first, because sometimes it can crash. Materials, some kind of bronze. Okay, the bronze material. This one, maybe this with patina. I just drag it over the model. And we probably will be able to see it at some point. Yeah, it's not super bad. I mean, it's looking relatively great. Maybe some other bronze material. Let's try this one. No, this one is not good. This one, no, 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 no. You see how we can choose. This one, for example, looks very nice. Oh, again, this chatbot. What's happening here? Why is... Maybe ban. Hide user on this channel. And then remove. Amazing. What do you think about from software game? What? Luca, what are you talking about, my friend? They have pretty awesome character and armor. I don't understand the question, but thank you for this question. But I don't understand it. Frankly, I don't. What is this? No. Okay, let's try one of the first one. This one. Face looks a little long. Yeah, long face. I like long faces. You know, it's longer than the concept. Oh, too bad. Okay, let's try another. This one. Okay, this one should be the one. It looks pretty awkward. But I guess, you know, whatever. Okay, not bronze. What kind of materials could be? Silver. Could be silver. Let's see. What's that add-on called? This is Blender Kit add-on. This silver is not good. Ah, by the way, HDR. If we put a nice HDR, it will be better. Let's try this one. Okay. I'm just dragging it to the canvas. Ah, yes. So with the HDR, it's a little bit better now. And now we can select those, this, Control L, and link materials, and now everything will be with this color. Now I will go to here, film, transparent, to not see this, and pretty cool looking thing. Of course, we can always go to our, you know, what is this? World properties, and just dial down the HDR, just in case. Then here, shade smooth, shade smooth, shade smooth. And it's okay. Let's say it's okay. Let's go, by the way, and try the cycles render. Just to see what will happen. Yeah, the cycles render is not bad. I mean, maybe I'm stuttering when the cycles render is rendering, but it's looking better. Even better, I would say. Not better than the guy's, you know, thing, but it's looking really cool. It's relatively cool. Ambient occlusion, turn it on. Yeah, with ambient occlusion is better. And maybe the light, we want it to have different shadows. Sometimes the shadows are a little bit off. Contact shadows, definitely we want them. Without the contact shadow is, you know, the contact shadow is the best. So, yeah. Let's see. FromSoft game like Elder Ring. I don't think anything about those games because I haven't played them. That's the thing. But this t-shirt is very interesting. When I have to be like this to look good. If I do this, it started to, you know, make this kind of folds, strange folds. Maybe, no, it's... kind of too much roughness. It's fine. It's cool. Let's see the material, by the way, and see if we can increase the metallicness. Okay, specular. Increase the specular. It will not work. Probably we will go to shading, and here the roughness is this. Yeah, it's a texture. The roughness is a texture, but it's fine. Here, by the way, I think we have a different field of view. Yeah, it's 50 millimeters here, and in the layout is 88 millimeters. And you see, this is silver, but it looks like bronze or something because of the back of the HDR. The HDR is kind of reddish, and that's why it looks like this. If we put another HDR, for example, let's check out the HDRs. Come on, let's check them out. Where are they? Screens HDRs, okay. If we get some like blue like this one here, okay, and if we wait a little bit, and it's downloading, so enable screen space reflections, you say. It's not helping too much. Yeah, but you see now it's completely different color. It's more like silver. Our light is a little bit too big. We can make it smaller. It will not fix it. Because now the most of the light is coming from the HDR, I think. Yeah, definitely. The HDR is responsible for most of the light. There's a built-in add-on that would one click make a 3-point lighting. Yeah, but you can with 3 clicks make a 3-point lighting. I mean, you just take this light and shift D and move it here and rotate it a little bit and then make another one for the rim light and you are set. Of course, it's a good thing with add-on, but I told you I restrain of using too much add-ons because they are making also the reloading of Blender a little bit slower. It's too harsh shadows. Have you heard about Deus Ex? Yeah, but by the way, I'm playing a mobile game now, which is not from Gameloft. It's completely another one. It's Underground something. Let me see how it's called. I don't remember names quite much. It's Last Fortress Underground is the name. But there, the characters, you can rotate them when you kind of see them in the shop or whatever. You can rotate them, and they're very well made. They're stylized characters, almost like Fortnite or something. They are very, very cool. I mean, I like them a lot, and the animations are amazing. But the game is, again, like pay to win a little bit, and all those games these days, they are the same. I don't like that, but still, the characters are cool, so it's fine. If we don't use this, we will have super black shadows. Otherwise, we can have a little bit lighter shadows. Or even lighter everything. But see, you can make a lot of experiments here with the HDRs. It's very cool. We go to HDR. Again. Okay, I press F. And we can choose this one. Yeah, this one is not very contrasty, so it can work. We'll see. Are you good at drawing? I'm amazing. I will show you. I'm the drawing king. Let me show you how I draw. So, for example, we want... Okay, come on. We want to draw a face. Ear. Chin. The other ear. The upper part of the face. Eyebrow, eyebrow. Eyes. Okay. Then nose. Then upper lip. Lower lip. Neck. Ears. Okay. Pretty nice. Now, what else? Shoulders. Clavicle. This. Okay. Shoulder. Muscles. Let's erase this and make him show the biceps. Yeah, I would say it's fine. Have you heard about Deus Ex? Yeah, here, am I late? Yes, you're pretty late because we're kind of done here already, and the stream is almost finished. Anatomy. I can draw a car. Let's try a car. Let's okay, this like this. I used to draw some cars when I was young. Not very successful though, but still, I can do something quick. Yeah, it's not the worst car ever, we may say. Maybe it's the worst car ever, but still, it's kind of okay. Hmm? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nico, have you seen a new sculpting channel by the name Adidin? He has also started, which does stylized and likeness. Have you heard about it? No, I haven't. I would probably like to watch some people do likenesses, but people who really can do it. Because, for example, Laura from Outgang, she cannot do likeness because she just doesn't have this kind of practice. It's when you do something a lot, then you can do it. But if you don't do it a lot, because she's also like kind of a game artist like me, and I also cannot do likeness quite much, so it's the same. But if somebody can do it, I like to watch also. Your digital painting you showed in the tablets video were looked cool. Yeah, I was a decent, let's say decent artist. Not very good even, but kind of decent back in the days. Nowadays, this level will be below middle level probably what I had, but when I had it, it was kind of okay. Yeah, the Matt Mikkelsen one is pretty good though. Maybe. I remember how Nun is kindergarten shout out at me because I painted car instead of flowers. Yeah, of course, of course. Of course, we always want something like a car or a muscular. Of course, in the kindergarten, you are interested in cars mostly than muscular men, and yeah, hopefully now also I am more interested in cars than muscular men. But I like to make anatomy. That's why I'm interested in muscular men a little bit because of the anatomy, not about something else, as you probably will notice. What am I doing now? I don't know. I'm just procrastinating here. Just doing nothing interesting. Drawing over the sculpt is it's pretty skillful. I mean, it requires a lot of skill, as you probably can see. Okay, let's do this. Remove it. So cool. Okay, Ryan Kingsley does very good likeness. Ryan, no, not Kingsley. Kittelson. He started streaming with Pixelogic. Yeah, a lot of people stream with Pixelogic these days. They never invited me, and that's the main reason. I never said that, but that's the main reason that I switched to Blender because they never invited me to ZBrush streams. You know, that's so unfair. And now I will go to Blender streams. If they don't invite me, I will switch to 3D Code. And if they don't invite me, I will go to Modo. If they don't invite me, I will go to something else. And at the end, I will end up with Nomad Sculpt probably or something. We'll see. That's the thing. I'd like to see a head with open mouth. Very good. Let me show you. So, open mouth, teeth. This is the mouth. Nose. Okay. Are we getting there? Yes. Very nice. Very cool. Eyes. You know, you want it, I do it. No problem at all. And people say that sculptures cannot draw. You know, I can draw everything. No issues at all. I can draw my own concepts. They will be not as good as those from the professional, concept artists, but still I can, if I want to. But I don't want. Open mouth. Amazing, right? Do you find Blender quicker than ZBrush? As you can see, it's much quicker. You see, for like 1 minute or something, I did a whole head with open mouth, teeth, eyes, and everything, and even ears. Yeah, let's. Okay, ears. Yeah. Huh. Draw with grease pencils. I don't exactly have any experience drawing with grease pencils, so I mostly use the Epic Pen application, like a real, you know, Slavic guy. Epic Pen is free, by the way. Ah, this is not good. Delete it. Can we draw a beautiful girl, for example? No, we cannot. A beautiful girl is much more difficult to draw than a guy, for example. This will be the beautiful girl. Let's see. A mouth, nose, eyes, eyelids, eyelashes. Maybe we can cover this very awkward beard and stuff with hair. She's very mad at something. I don't know what's happening here. What have I done to make her so mad? Amazing. Just perfect. So I even forgot what we are doing here in this life. But whatever. Do you like Mr. Jacquard? I don't remember knowing that guy. I don't know. Pixelogic had an announcement about 3D sculptors for live streaming. I think that the sculptors went to Pixelogic and not the opposite. I would go to them. No, no. They have to go to me. This probably is not anything else but the Gorgon Medusa with the snakes. Gorgon. Hey Nikolai, you tutorials took my sculpting to the next level. Thank you. Ooh. So that's very cool, but the next level, is it good? That's the question. Because if the next after the next level is the good level, you have to go there at some point. You have to watch better tutorials to just go to the next level. But thank you. Anyway, I'm joking. Nico, so happy to see you stream. I love your work. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you see my work as it bests here. I mean, the best work I've done. No. Okay, let's put on the screen what we have here, what we've done in this live stream, and finish this madness, because already it's like for 20 minutes I'm just procrastinating, I'm doing nothing, I'm just answering questions and stuff, and it's just awful. But this happens to be kind of, I don't hate it, let's say. But like this, I think it's it's looking better like this instead of in the rendering. I mean, this is the best. Nice here. What's your opinion about Ryan Kingsley and his school? Ryan Kingsley is much better artist, probably much better educator, much better speaker than me. He's the better man. That's the truth. I know. You made me sad by mentioning him, because I know he's the better man, and now you mentioned him, and now I'm sad. What's happening here? I'm joking. No, he's super cool. I mean, I don't know the guy, of course, but I admire him. He's very cool. Maybe he's a little bit more famous a lot more famous basically, and he's a little bit further away from people than me. I'm still not so famous, so we're talking, we're chatting, we're answering questions. It's just a formal thing, just nothing official. No. We need to use our typical Slavic method to make them invite you. We just need baseball bat. Yeah, I haven't never used baseball bat, by the way. In my town, the modern thing was axes. They're keeping an axe inside their coat in the winter, and in the summer you keep this metal box in your pocket. Those were the modern things. Baseball bat is too big. You cannot carry it very easy. But the box, very easy in your pocket. The small axe, very in here. I haven't done that, but in with the people who does those things, these were the modern things back in the days. Very cool. You don't think that Ryan Kingsland is better sculptor than me? For some things, I'm pretty sure he's. But for fast sculpting from a sphere, rarely somebody can beat me. But that's because I've practiced this for like many, many years. Because I like it. That's why I'm speed car, because I like to do things fast from a sphere. And that's what I'm good at. So yeah, guys. Mini baseball bats in cars. Yeah, baseball bats or just a pipe, just a piece of pipe in cars. I don't keep anything like that in my car because I don't want to get in trouble. If you, for example, if you keep this kind of thing in your car, okay, it's fine. But then something happens and you hit somebody with it. And then what? Then you go to jail. It's amazing. So keeping this in your car can make you go to jail. Of course, if you use it just to restrain somebody from kind of approaching you. For example, you are getting out of your car with this pipe or wrench or baseball bat. And the guy kind of feels threatened. And he pulls out a gun. And then you are screwed. So, you probably have to kind of stay away of this kind of things, especially nowadays when everything is more normal. Not in Russia, but in the normal countries. Yeah, yeah. Even Russia, by the way, in the recent years became much more civilized. I mean, especially Moscow and St. Petersburg and everything. I see people on the street, in the YouTube, some YouTube channels, and they are pretty normal, like any normal city. They are not with this sportswear and Adidas Anzug and not like the old days. Not that much. Bulgarian Vikings. That's why I like it the most. Getting things decent in short time is essential to a freelancer. I want to be. Yeah, but you see, my way of doing things is not exactly as you want to do it in the freelance business. The mm, everybody I know that are doing freelance, people better than me even, sculptors, they use base meshes. They start from a base mesh, especially for something that's more humanoid. I mean, a human. You have like male base mesh, you have female base mesh. Sometimes you have fat male base mesh or strong male base mesh. You have few, and then you know what character you have to do. You pick your base mesh and you start, and you kind of save a lot of hours. For example, me, I always start from a sphere, and until I get to the base mesh level, it's like 4 hours, 4 hours and a half to get a decent base mesh level. But I like to do it, and that's why those 4 hours, I don't think they are wasted. I even am happy to just every time put them in, and it's also keep my skills sharp. But as a freelancer, you don't need to do that. As a freelancer, you don't need that much anatomy. You need a nice base mesh, and a skill to do clothes, to do accessories, and maybe face anatomy also is nice because you have to change the face. But for the body anatomy, just for fun, just to be, I mean, yeah, for stylized characters and for cartoon characters, you need to know more anatomy and you need to know how to stylize it. That's a little bit the thing, you know. I just finished watching your eyeball size tutorial. Thank you. I never realized eyeballs were slightly smaller than the eye opening. Yeah, I've been making them slightly larger. That's the thing. I also haven't realized that before I made this video. I researched a lot and then I made this video because there was no such video in the internet. That's why I made it. And I don't know, nowadays maybe it is. A course from you for $20 has way more value than a class in Vertex School for 1K. Really? I don't think that's that shouldn't be the case. that's not normal. You know, $1,000 for a class should be this should be pretty valuable and pretty useful, I guess. Nico, are you getting more live streams viewer than usual? I don't know how many are they. 55. Yeah, this is almost doubled my usual count. Yeah. Cool, Lobo course is already on Root Tracker. Maybe soon also the Dragon course it will be on Root Tracker. It's on CG Pierce already from today. And yeah. It's more exciting to start from a sphere. It's way more exciting to start from a sphere, that's true. I like a stylized Knight course, amazing. Yeah, by the way, this stylized Dragon Knight course is one of my best. I mean, I like it very much, but it's not very, let's say, people don't buy it very much. I don't know why. It's pretty cool. Why do you do more courses now in Blender? Is ZBrush out? Yeah, ZBrush soon will be gone. No, I'm joking. I'm doing this Blender because of a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is to reach more people and to make more money. That's true. I don't. It's not fault. I mean, I'm not lying. Do you have any tips for Blender equivalent to ZBrush Transpose Tour for quick pose adjustments? No. The pose and rotate brushes are kind of funky. Yes. That's why I'm using mostly rigging. Rigging in Blender is pretty easy and most of the time is doing the job. As you probably know from my courses, for example, the Demon Huntress course and the Lobo course, I rigged the arms and I put them into position and it was pretty easy and without any issue, and then you just fix a little bit the position and it's fine. Samurai. What about the samurai? I will do samurai someday. I'd say it's the case in modern days. They tend to sell the name of their schools instead of the knowledge. Of course, not always, but university education is outdated in my opinion. Yeah, but I'm teaching in a university here in Bulgaria. It's called Arc Academy. It's Academy of Gaming Art. And not only art, they also teach game design, Unreal Engine, Blender, Photoshop and concept art and environment art, stuff like this. And I'm teaching the Blender character modeling, or the 3D character modeling basically. In the beginning it was ZBrush, but now it's Blender. I just switched to Blender without telling them. But whatever, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, bye guys, and it was very nice, and I will continue doing these lives here. If I have time, hopefully, I will have. By the way, when I start doing the course, I probably will not have so much time for these lives. But now I'm between courses, I'm just relaxing, I'm gathering information, kind of trying to see what the course will be, how to make it. I'm practicing skulls, faces. That's why I'm doing this face now, because it's a little bit of practice for me. And yeah, that kind of things. Tell us about the salary as junior character artist in gaming company in Europe. I can tell you what the junior game salary will be if you are relatively good artist. As a junior, you can take from, let's say, 1,500 euro, yeah, around that, as a junior. But you have to be able to do a job. I mean, you have to be able to do something. Not to be a junior just to learn or something. You have to be useful for the company in order to get this kind of money. This is in Bulgaria. In Europe, probably it's like double. I'm not sure how it's how are the salaries in the other countries that much. Thank you, guys. And okay, see you in the next stream, of course, and maybe it will be tomorrow. We'll see. Bye for now.